Moving right along. Now this is a segue. We just spoke about Nicki Minaj and Meg Thee Stallion's beef, right? So you guys know right now there's women. The women of hip hop are picking sides right now. Right now, you either Crips or you Bloods. Let's put it like this: you either Crips or you Bloods. Nicki Minaj is the Crips. Meg Thee Stallion is the Bloods. Or maybe you want to give that to Nicki because Nicki husband's a blood. All right, so Bloods. Nicki's the Bloods. Meg Thee Stallion is the Crips. I'm just using this as an analogy, all right? Right now in hip-hop, it's not safe for you women. Right now in hip-hop, if you're a woman, you got to pick a side, right? You have to pick a side. Either pick a side or don't get no features. Meaning, if you work with Meg Thee Stallion, you can't work with Nicki no longer. Are you guys seeing what's going on out there? You got to pick a side. Pick a side. There's no neutral. If you work with Nicki Minaj, you cannot work with Meg Thee Stallion no longer. That's what it's seeming like. They're forcing these women to pick a side in hip-hop right now. So you guys see, it's not only Nicki Minaj and Meg Thee Stallion beefing. Remember, Nicki and Cardi were beefing. So either you on Cardi and them side or you on Nicki Minaj side. You see Meg Thee Stallion? She picked a side. Meg Thee Stallion picked a side. Though she worked with Nicki before, she's picked a side. You see L.O.T.? L.O.T? They used to go by Mulatto. She picked a side. L.O.T has picked a side. She's on Meg Thee Stallion and them side. Nonetheless, you already know the queen forever rules. She's ruling right now. You know Nicki Minaj is the queen, right? Big shout out to Nicki Minaj, all right? She's the queen, nonetheless. All right, so Nicki Minaj recently, there's more shots fired. We're going to keep this going. There's shots fired, all right? Now, recently, Nicki Minaj had a show. You know Nicki Minaj on her Gag City tour. No Diddy, pause. Gag City tour. All right? So Nicki Minaj chose to bring out some special guests on her tour. Nicki Minaj brought out some women. There were some significant women that were brought out on the tour. And you guys guessed right. Of course, Cardi was not there. Of course, Megan was not there. Of course, L.O.T was not there. All right? These women are opposed to Nicki. It's kind of like the Ukraine and Russia war. Pick a side. You either rocking with Nicki or you rocking with Meg. All right? So Nicki brought out these artists on stage. Now, everybody says Nicki doesn't usually embrace the new women in hip-hop. That's Nicki, that's the gripe that people have with Nicki. People are saying that Nicki she's ruling with an iron fist and she's not giving the up-and-coming women in hip-hop an opportunity, right? But I think Nicki just debunked that. She deliberately debunked that. Nicki brought out like 5 women artists on her song. That song, that freak song, the Rick James remix song. I think that's her best single of her career. That's probably her most selling single of her career. She probably got the most awards for that single. All right. Now, Nicki Minaj brought these women out on stage. First of all, Nicki Minaj brought out JT. Big shout out to JT, one half of the City Girls. Big shout out to JT that's currently beefing with Gorilla. You guys know JT's in Gorilla. They're going at it. They're going at it. The women are going at it. And I love this shit. Because guess what? I love when women can compete in what we do as men. This is hip-hop. This is the most fun hip-hop has been all year. Last year wasn't even as fun as hip-hop is right now currently. Everybody's going at it. Men and women. Period. Nobody's exempt. No gender is exempt. Men and women are going at it in hip-hop. So nonetheless, Nicki brings out JT. You guys, if you guys get a chance to go on YouTube and check out JT at the Nicki Minaj gag show when JT came out. As soon as JT walked on stage, the crowd went crazy. Pandemonium. Everybody went crazy. Everybody loved to see JT. I think it's safe to say that JT has a promising future in hip-hop. JT's making her waves, and she only has 2 singles out there. Big shout out to Home Team. Shout out to JT. 2 singles. One of them being Sideways, and I forget the other single. You guys know I don't keep up with everything, but I'm watching. One of the singles is Sideways. All right. Damn, I can't remember the other single. I'm gonna pull it up. But nonetheless, big shout out to JT. Big shout out to JT. Now, you guys, like I said, JT came on stage. The crowd went crazy. Pandemonium. People went crazy. But it didn't just stop at JT. There's a girl named Bia. I don't know if you guys familiar. There's a girl named Bia. She's a new woman in hip hop. She's out of Boston, Massachusetts. She's out of that. You know, I don't even like Boston like that. But big shout out to Boston. But I got my reasons. It's petty. I'll admit it's petty. It's petty, but shout out to Boston. But nonetheless, there's a girl that goes by the name of Bia. There's a whole lot of money in this motherfucker. She had a little single. She's had some success. She's also the one that used Missy Elliott. She's a bitch. Now you guys know in hip hop, I think you guys have been seeing that she used that sample. Also, Cardi B used that sample. Also, the other, who's that guy? Ski Mask. Ski Mask and Slump God. Ski Mask used that sample also. Shout out to Missy Elliott. She's a bitch. Because people have been sampling her music as of lately. All right. And these 3 artists, they sampled the same song. If not sample, they rapped on the instrumental. All right. It's been causing a lot of controversy nonetheless. Right? But Bia came on stage. And I'm going to speak about Bia. We're going to double back to Bia because there's a reason why I'm bringing up Mrs. Bia out of Massachusetts. New lady in rap. All right. They also brought out Katie got bands. Katie Bands. I think she's out of Chicago. They brought her out. All right. So it wasn't just JT. It wasn't just Katie Bands. It wasn't just Bia. They also brought out another Akbar. This girl, I think she's off of reality TV. Nonetheless, her name's Akbar. I hope I'm not butchering her name. Forgive me. All right. But there was 4 to 5 women. I might be missing one person. But nonetheless, Nicki brought out 4 to 5 women. Now, you guys, Nicki always get that stigma of not embracing new women in rap. I think she just debunked that theory. All right. But one thing that I noticed about these women that she brought out, supposedly all write their raps. You guys know Nicki got an issue with women not writing a rap. Let's make this clear. In reference to all the women in hip hop, you guys see Nicki Minaj's main concern. Why Nicki Minaj doesn't embrace a lot of women in rap. If you do not write your raps, Nicki has a problem. If you do not write your raps, Nicki has a problem. Nicki worked with Coi Leray. Big shout out to Coi Leray. Shout out to Coi Leray with her career and what she's doing in her career, with all the ridicule that she faces, all the adversity that she faces. She continues to progress, to ascend. Shout out to Coi Leray. But at one point, they found out that somebody was controlling Coi's pen. Somebody's controlling Coi's pen. And I don't think that sat well with Nicki. Nicki is embracing all women in hip-hop that actually write their own rap. L.O.T.S approved media. Please don't shoot the messenger. You guys, make sure you guys are sharing this podcast. Please share this with your families and friends, all right? This is episode number 81. We're 19 episodes away from episode 100. That part. Don't shoot the messenger, all right? And right now, we're speaking about Nicki Minaj and the issues that she has with Cardi B and the things that are deriving from this beef. The other women that are getting involved. Women are picking sides. It's Crips and Bloods. Who you rocking with? Are you rocking with Nicki at home, or are you rocking with Cardi? Shout out to Cardi B with that new single that she dropped. That's directed by her husband, directed by Offset. All right, Cardi looking banging as usual. All right, Cardi B was scared to drop. Rumor is Offset said that Cardi was scared to drop, but you guys see Cardi's doing her numbers. Shout out to Cardi B. All right. Now, there's a reason I spoke about Bia. Okay, this girl named Bia out of Boston. Bia, as of recently, is calling somebody out. All right. Like I said, Bia was on stage with Nicki Minaj. All right. Bia and Cardi B recently, there's an undertone of something going on. There's something there. I don't know if it didn't actually kick off yet, but there's something there. Bia used Missy Elliott's "She's a Bitch," and also Cardi B used Missy Elliott's "She's a Bitch." And I think that's where the issues may have stemmed from. I might be wrong, but I think that's where it stemmed from. I think. Nonetheless, Bia's calling people out. Bia, as of recently, called out somebody. All right. Let's see if we could pull up. Let's see if we could pull up her statement and what Bia actually said. Let me see here. Hold up. You guys, make sure you guys share this podcast. Make sure you guys are hitting that like button. All right. Hit that like button. Don't be a ninja watcher, please. All right. All right, let me see here. Let me see here if we could find these Bia lyrics. Let me see if I can find these Bia lyrics. Bia made a comment. Hold up. Once again, rest in peace, O.J. Simpson, and rest in peace, DJ Mr. C. All right. Let me see here. Bia. All right. Bada bing, I found it. All right. You guys. All right. You guys see that's Bia. All right. She recently posted on Instagram. So this is a verse that Bia has. All right. Once again, this girl is out of Boston, you guys. Make sure you guys are hitting that like button. Make sure you guys are sharing this actual this episode. All right. Episode number 81. Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast. DSTM. You heard? Now listen, this is Bia. Quote for quote. I hear bitches popping shit, and that's so funny to me. How you say you running down, but you can't walk on the beat? I ain't know I had an op, cause she don't say shit to me. I'ma cop me a new gun before I cop me a plea. Heard they want my low. I dropped it in Dubai. I can never turn my phone on just to cry on live. I hate a sneaky nigga. Pick a side. If you want to get up with me, tell the bitch that we're outside. Listen, this is Bia. Now, she didn't mention anybody. All right? She hasn't mentioned a name. I'm going to repeat it one more time so we can get this clear. Maybe you guys can decipher who she's talking about, because that first one I read it, it took me about like 2 minutes to really decipher who she was actually talking about. All right? Now, this is what she said. I hear bitches popping shit, and that's so funny to me. How you say you running down, but you can't walk on the beat? Can't walk on the beat. I ain't know I had an op, because she don't say shit to me. I'ma cop me a new gun before I cop me a plea. Heard they want my low, I dropped it in Dubai. I could never turn my phone on just to cry on live. I hate a sneaky nigga. Pick a side. If you want to get up with me, tell that bitch that we outside. All right, listen, man. Shout out to Bia. Shout out to Bia. I'm rocking with that. I'm rocking with that, nonetheless. Now, you guys, first of all, she's talking about running up on her when you can't even walk on a beat. Now, you guys know, like I just said before, you guys got a peep game. You guys put your thinking caps on right now. There's a lot of subliminals going on. I'm going to catch you guys up. You guys know that Cardi B allegedly, Cardi B doesn't write her raps. Allegedly, Cardi B does not write her raps. So she has to be speaking about Cardi B, well, not necessarily, but that is one of the things that people speak about Cardi B, all right? That Cardi B actually does not write her raps. So how you going to run up on me when you can't walk on a beat? All right? Hold up. Let's get this right, man. Give me 1 second. Hold up. We gonna put. I I want to go quote for quote, see what's going on. Wait 1 second here. All right, also, how you say, okay, she said that. All right. Ain't know I had an op. I ain't know I had an op because she don't say shit to me. So she's saying Cardi B doesn't say her name. Like I said, this is a subliminal war. All right, she said, I'm going to cop me a new gun before I cop me a police. Shout out to her, gangster. I heard that they want my low. I dropped it in Dubai. So she's basically saying she was in Dubai at the time when she dropped her low. All right. You guys let me know if you guys see the screen freezing right now. It's looking like the internet is a little bit low. I've been having some internet issues in my area. All right. So I'm hoping that the screen is not freezing right now. All right. We got everything plugged in. What's going on here? Let me see something. All right. Now, you guys let me know in the comment section if you see the screen freezing. Let me know something at home, all right? Now, she also said, I can never turn my phone on just to cry on live. So you guys recall, I think you guys remember when Cardi B was crying on live, all right? At one point, you guys remember Cardi B and Offset, y'all know they got an ongoing thing, you know what I'm saying? They got this on and off, some would say toxic, but I'm a big advocate for their relationship. Shout out to Offset and shout out to Cardi B. But nonetheless, you guys, I spoke about this when Cardi B was actually crying on live. She was crying about Offset, talking about Offset dealing with that chick that she actually had to go to court about. You know they're saying that Offset was seen with the girl at the, we know the rest, all right? I don't have to go into detail about that. Nonetheless, she's saying, you're crying about a nigga. What she said again? Heard they want my, wait, no. I can never turn my phone on just to cry on live. So you guys recall, Cardi B was crying on live. All right? And she also said, I hate a sneaky nigga. Pick a side. If you want to get up with me, tell that bitch that we outside, that we're outside, all right? So you guys see the subliminals are there. Obviously, if you've been stuck under a rock, she's speaking about Cardi B. Now, this is Bia calling out Cardi B. Bia that just got brought out on stage with Nicki Minaj. Obviously, Bia, I'm assuming now, it's safe to assume Bia writes her raps. Because she's saying, how you going to run up on me when you can't walk on a beat? She's speaking about Nicki Minaj. Speaking about Cardi B and her raps. Crying on live. Obviously, Cardi B was crying on live about Offset. We know that. All right. Nonetheless, you guys, shots fired in the community with the ladies of rap. Shots have been fired. Now, you guys, it's a beautiful thing in hip hop. Once again, hip hop, we got to celebrate this week. We got to celebrate hip hop this month. The past 2 months, hip hop has been doing an amazing job. Constantly, niggas is going at each other. Nobody got hurt in the process. Nobody got killed. All right? It's just lyrics at this moment. And we need this in hip-hop. This is the theme this is the theme of this whole podcast, episode number 81. All right? The theme of this episode is talking about hip-hop gaining its edge. Hip-hop has to gain back its edge. So it's not just the men, we got the women involved. And now women are acclimated in hip-hop. And they're following suit. So salute to the ladies. Salute to the ladies for keeping up the tradition of hip-hop, the battle tradition. I love it, man. I love to see this whole, I love it. As long as nobody don't get hurt. I know Cardi B kind of got bopped over the head. Shout out to Cardi B because I know she gangster, all right? And Nicki didn't actually do that. But shout out to all parties. But hopefully it doesn't get to that. Hopefully nobody gets hurt in this, even though sometimes it happens in hip-hop. So let's just say hopefully nobody gets killed, all right? That's what we're hoping for. And I don't think that's going to be the case with Bia and Cardi. I don't think that's going to be the case. Nor do I think that's going to be the case with Nicki, with Cardi B. I don't think that's going to be the case. Nor do I think that's going to be the case with NBA Youngboy and Kodak. I don't think that's going to be the case, all right? Now, speaking of NBA Youngboy, you guys, make sure you guys are sharing this podcast. Make sure you guys are hitting that like button. Make sure you guys are turning your notifications on. Like I told you guys, we're going to be... Well, sorry about that. We're streaming. We're streaming from Facebook. We're streaming from YouTube. And we're also streaming from Twitter. All right? We're streaming on 3 different platforms right now. Also, I'm going to be placing the audio. You guys can listen to the audio on Apple Podcasts. You guys can check out the audio. The audio experience is a totally different experience. You listen to this while you're working out at the gym. Put your headphones on. You can listen to this while you're at work. Put your headphones on. Listen to this while you're driving in the vehicle with your family. Simple, all right? the most dangerous podcast on God's green earth. Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast, episode number 81. We got 19 episodes left to episode 100. That part, all right? So now, you guys, like I said, we still haven't spoke about the elephant in the room. So let me round this up right quick, all right? I want to speak about this NBA young boy and Finesse 2 Times. There's a rapper called Finesse 2 Times. He's a new rapper on the scene. We're all familiar with NBA young boy. He's breaking records in hip-hop. NBA young boy is breaking all type of records. He's billboards and that's it, and the streams and all that. YouTube, he's one of the top artists of this day, all right, of this modern day. Recently, NBA Youngboy and Finesse 2 Times, they're going at it. We're going to be brief with this. Guys, we got to start beefing over women. It's the same thing with Quavo and Chris Brown. I like the lyricalness,